Slightly delayed live broadcast here for the AR World Series. Like all good things in Africa, in the middle of the bush, things take a little bit longer, things are a little bit delayed, but we're very happy to be here with you. We're coming to you live in the middle of the bush at the beautiful Lombardini Game Reserve. It is in the Kocha municipality in the heart of the Adventure province, the Eastern Cape. In a moment's time, we're going to be hearing from Heidi Muller, CEO of Adventure Racing World Series. We're also going to hear from some other dignitaries, Stefan Muller, Race Director of Expedition Africa. But before we get to that, let's just take a moment to enjoy this beautiful marimba band, some beautiful African sounds, and then we'll enjoy a video of the Lombardini Game Reserve where we've graciously been hosted. And next time I see you, I'll be inside where we can kick off proceedings and get to this big announcement that we're all eagerly waiting for. See you now.
Welcome to Lombardini Game Farm here in the Eastern Cape, where we're going to have the launch of the 2023 Adventure Racing World Championship.
I'm back. Hello everyone. Welcome back. Yes, man. Awesome. We're obviously joined by a live audience as well as an online audience. We are here on the beautiful continent of Africa. We are here in the beautiful province of the Eastern Cape. The Eastern Cape, of course, is an extremely diverse province. Huge contrasts. It is littered with ancient forests, gaping valleys, craggy sea cliffs, and it stretches from the lush coast to the rolling mountains. The beautiful province of the Eastern Cape, the Adventure province, is steeped with culture and heritage, and it's also the birthplace and home of Nelson Mandela. My name is Damian Giulietti. I'll be your host tonight. Tonight we come here to celebrate life. We come here to celebrate love. We come here to celebrate adventure racing, because at heart we all have a bit of adventure in us. We come here to celebrate the great outdoors, pushing beyond limits, and honestly, most of the time, achieving the unachievable. With that said, it gives me the hugest amount of pleasure to introduce you to a woman who is the CEO of Adventure Racing World Series. She embodies all those values that I just mentioned: love, life, adventure. So much so, she's probably dedicated her whole life to adventure racing. I know she's locally in South Africa, in India, she's been doing this, sacrificing so much. But please, I want you to rip the roof off this beautiful Lombardini as I welcome you and welcome Heidi Muller, CEO of Adventure Racing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For our international viewers around the world, let's say hola and bonjour, guten tag, and in my home mother tongue, very proudly Afrikaans, goeienaand. Goeienaand, dames en heren. En soos ons and how we say in South Africa, how's it? It's of course a wonderful, wonderful night, and it's my utmost pleasure to welcome you all, give you a warm welcome here at Lombardini Game Farm. As you've seen a little bit of the farm, it's representing a little part in this beautiful kocha. And please remember that name for the rest of the year and next year, kocha. You're going to see and hear so much in the next 12 to 16 months. And yes, as I said, welcome. I can't believe I'm saying it. Welcome to the official launch event of the Adventure Racing World Championships 2023 right here. Can I hear you? Well, it's been a journey of longer than 22 years. As Damien said, we have dedicated to this beloved sport. We call it our adventure racing. We always say to our adventure racing friends that it's in our blood. If you've done an adventure race once, expedition race, you get hooked, and before you know, it is like 10, 20 years later, and we are all still loving adventure racing. So adventure racing, the dream started maybe 22 years ago when we did our first adventure race ourselves, and the dream got closer to organizing events all around the world 12 years ago. We've just finished our Expedition Africa Lesotho, and on that note, before I say anything more, both myself and Stefan messages that we can only stand here tonight because of the people who have supported us over this 12 years. So from the bottom of our hearts, we say thank you to every person who has dedicated any event, any adventure race, a volunteer from around the world who's come to support us, our media, our ropes, and our abseiling crew, our logistical guys. I can continue, medics. We have so many people over the years who has supported us and continue to support us. I'm speaking about sponsors, venues. We would not stand here tonight if we don't have the support over South Africa and around the world supporting us. You, the guys who inspire us to keep coming back year and year and to create some masterpiece of an adventure route for you guys. So from the bottom of our hearts, before I go on, I just want to say thank you. Thank also to our family and everybody. Thank you for supporting us over so many years. I'm going to do a special thank you tonight. I'm going to do a special shout out thank you tonight to Kocha Municipality, Sarabot Municipality, Eastern Cape Tourism, Merrill, Cape St. Francis Resort, for partnering with us, and I'm sure there's many more to follow in the next year. So thank you so much. Adventure Racing World Series, for all of you know that is a body of multiple races around the world. We have directors around the world, exactly like myself and Stefan, who has dedicated their life to organizing adventure races. We have between 15 and 17 races annually, expedition races around the world. Over and above that, we have multiple regional races. We have races in Asia, European races in Africa, and Australia, Oceanos, and in the Americas. So Adventure Racing Series is this body, and it has been going and this will be the 17th World Championship event, but the first time ever in Africa. Yeah! For our friends at home and international, please remember South Africa's got 9 provinces and we have 11 official languages. So we are a country of rich culture and diversity, and we're standing here tonight because we want to invite all of you to bring your family and join us right here in Africa. I want to give a message out to all of the adventure racers in the world. For the guests here tonight, We've told you already it's 4 individuals that needs to bring, those 4 individuals needs to reach the finishing line. We've shared it with you already. And you might think, who are these crazy people that want to do a 700-kilometer event through the day and the night? I can truly tell you that adventure racing people are the most unique people in the world. They're all a little bit crazy. I think so. But they are people who have grit. We call it grit, passion, determination. Those are the people you will never hear that I cannot do something. Those are the adventure racing people. In my opinion, it is the ultimate sport. It is the ultimate team work and sport you can find in the world. How can anybody race for 4 or 5 days without sleep? Where have you found those kind of people? And they are the people we are bringing here to the Eastern Cape. They are special people. And we are inviting all of them to come and share in our hospitality we only have in Africa. We all traveled the world, and you all know that there's only one heartbeat, and that is the heartbeat of the African drums. We are proudly South Africans. We've been promoting our beautiful, beloved country for the last 10, 12 years. And I'm telling you all tonight, there is no other country like South Africa. So thank you. I would like to share a little bit with you for our friends in the world. We've done a week of scouting in this beautiful area. Stefan will speak to you more about it, but it is absolutely incredible what I've seen this week. And I'm so happy that we did this filming before tonight, because it inspired me again. It's very, very important for a race director to see where they're going to go next year. I need to feel it, because I need to be able to show the world where we're going. And I promise you, even you sitting here tonight with us, you've never seen your beautiful Eastern Cape the way we saw it the last week. We have incredible footage, and I am so excited to say that this is going to be our playground for the biggest adventure race in the world. But before I go on forever, I would like to close off with wise words of our former President Nelson Mandela, where he said, "It only seems impossible until it's done." For us standing here tonight and last week and a few months before this night, it felt impossible. And now we are standing here tonight. This is the first step. Nothing is impossible. For our adventurers around the world, nothing is impossible. You can do this route. You can do it. This is why we live. This is what we do. We're going into this bubble of a world where we forget about the world. And we create that playground for you. So I'm going to close off and say thank you again for giving us this opportunity. And I want to invite all our adventure racing friends, for those of you who retired, for those of you who have moved on with your life, get your teams ready. Plan 2023. Plan your dates. We're starting 18th of October. That's the official date. And come and take our hands, race with us, join us, partner with us, and be part of this story of the World Championships in South Africa. And let's say that again, in Koga. Go and Google Koga. In the beautiful Koga, Sarah, Eastern Cape, South Africa. Not in any of the other provinces, it's in the Eastern Cape. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give over to the man who's maybe got all the responsibilities on his shoulder, the race director for this route, Stefan Müller.
Good evening, everybody in South Africa, all over the world. We have a privilege to be in Eastern Cape. Our responsibility towards the adventure racing community is to create a route that is true wilderness, that take you to places that nobody has been before, and for those people who are from the area, to take you to places that you haven't seen before. So we assure you that what we have seen and the places we're going to take you is going to be that what you actually seek in adventure race, and that is the true wilderness, where there's very few signs of human development, and that you and your team can submerge you in that to get you to the end. For World Championship, we have a responsibility to try and to get to the teams to a 100-hour mark. So the kilometers are not set in stone. We obviously work on the area and topography of the area. So the distance is not that important. But our aim is to get the front team to the finish line within 90 to 100 hours. And then the back teams have a full 9 days to complete the rest of the course. And that brings us to the area of where we are hosting this event. And obviously to our host resort, Cape St. Francis Resort in Cape St. Francis. And the reason why we chose that resort is that we can create that village feeling where everybody will stay in close proximity to each other, have all the facilities that they need, can bring their families, and for teams who are fast and who finish 2 or 3 or 4 days before the finish, there is so much to do from that resort. Within an hour's drive, you can see world-class private game reserves, national game reserves. You have the highest bungee jumping in the world. You have beautiful beaches, kilometers, hundreds of kilometers of beautiful beaches. We have the Karoo for the international viewers. We don't know what the Karoo is. You're going to find out what the Karoo is. It is probably, how can I put it without it is a semi-desert, but it's not a desert. It is magnificent. It's the furthest point from the coast where we're going to be is about 4 or 5 hours drive of a vehicle. So although Cape St. Francis, we have used it in the past, and I have people who have asked me about that, it's so far away from Cape St. Francis where we're starting and we're racing that you'll be surprised. We're going to use none of the areas that we used in 2017. We're going to use none of the areas that you've ever seen before. The idea is to take our municipalities of Kouga and Sarah Baartman and the Eastern Cape and go to the furthest reaches to try and give you this adventure that you seek. For those people who, like I said, who finishes early, bring your families. This is the province for the families to come together and to really experience all the other things that's off the course. So we are extremely excited to use the Eastern Cape as our playground and to achieve this wilderness route that we are planning. We have a year to finalize this route, and another huge highlight of the Eastern Cape is the people. The extreme hospitality. The extreme hospitality of all the places we've been. I've stayed probably in the last 4 weeks. I must have stayed at 20 different bed and breakfasts, private farms. The hospitality is amazing. The people are friendly. And all the towns that we go through will welcome with open arms. And then again, all the media that will join us from overseas, all the family members, supporters that will join overseas. This is the province that you can visit and experience so much more than just an adventure race. It is not a sporting event, it is a tourism event. We are using our foot and our bicycle and our kayaks to traverse this province, but we also experience the culture and the people of the province, and that is why you must come to South Africa. That is why you must come to the World Championship in 2023, and that is why the World Championship is the first time in Africa. So I think we all should be very excited, and we got a year and a half to get ready to come and join us here. Thank you all.
Thank you, Stefan. So obviously the invitation's been put out there to the entire world, but chatting earlier, a very good point was raised. This is probably the one and only opportunity for our local athletes to actually compete at a world championship. Certainly for me, I'm never going to qualify. I don't know how many other South Africans out there have always dreamt of adventure racing. This is going to be the biggest, the pinnacle. Don't be scared of the hours. Don't be scared of anything. I put the challenge out there to every South African adventure racer, to every South African team out there. I mean, don't be wrong. Please, internationals, come. But let's make sure we fill up this race. Let's make sure we as South Africans represent. And let's hope that somewhere amongst all those South Africans is a team that can take the top crown. It's been held by the New Zealanders for far too long. It's been taken over by the Swedish, but it's time it sits on a South African head. So let's put our hands together for our own local athletes. As a good friend of mine always says when he stands in this position, is no bucks, no Buck Rogers. So of course sponsors are everything in the sport. Sponsors are everything in any sport. And I think it's amazing that we've got some beautiful early adopters that are really getting in at root levels to back this event. Kocha Municipality, Sarah Bartman, Merrill, Cape St. Francis Resort, Eastern Cape Tourism. They're literally the start of hopefully a big list of sponsors that are going to come on board. But they're the ones that have taken the gamble. And those are the ones that we really need to cheer and support. So please, yes, come on, let's hear it. So please, I would like to welcome, and I want you guys to go mad, for our Deputy Executive Mayor from the Kocha Municipality, Hatin Borman.
Good evening. Heidi, you completely lost me at 700 kilometers. It's impossible. I did the Transbaviaans cycle race a few years ago, and that's only 240 kilometers, and I almost died. It was one of the toughest things that I ever did. It's such a privilege for us as a municipality to host the Adventure Racing World Championship. It's really a privilege, and it fits perfectly into our vision as a municipality of becoming the events capital of South Africa. For us, we have so many from an adventure point of view, we have so much to offer. It's really everything from amazing waves to Karoo, like Stefan has said, to all these. By the way, the waves was really good today as well. I wish I had time to get in the water. But we've got just so many jewels that we have to offer from a provincial point of view, but also here locally. And we really look forward to showing off all of that that we do have. Tourism is obviously a great economic driver for us as a municipality as well. And that is another reason why it's a privilege to have it here. That it really means a lot from an economical point of view. And please, all the athletes, bring your families. It's such a beautiful place to just come and have a break as well. Spend some time. You'll need time to, I imagine, time to relax your legs afterwards. This being an international event, we will do everything in our power from a municipal point of view as well to make sure that the event is a success, that athletes and families feel safe, and that they have a great time. And whatever we can do to help and assist in the process, you have our full support. And we wish all the participants the best of luck, and we look forward to having you here. Please train hard, don't do what I do, and we really look forward to hosting you here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you oh so much. Okay, now I'd like to welcome the only man that I think's got a nicer shirt than mine to the stage, Executive Mayor of the Sarah Bartman District, Dion de Vos. Okay.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Let me also take the opportunity to greet all of you here present and all those who are watching this beautiful event on the social media. I was jokingly saying when I joined you here this afternoon late, you will see the generational gap between the deputy mayor and myself, because he's very easy. He talks on the phone, and you know I'm still over the old guard. I must have a paper in front of me, and so on. But let me take the opportunity, however, Mayor, Deputy Mayor, councillors and the organizers of the Adventure World Racing, the director, managers and officials of our municipalities and sector departments, the chairperson of COCA, local tourism organization. I've met a lot of tourism chairpersons in Cape Town. It's the first time that I have engaged with them. I experienced the passion they have for tourism, and that they would go beyond the line of duty or to do what they are doing without any reimbursement. They just do it for the love of it. And for that, I had a discussion with them there, Deputy Mayor, and I promised them that when I get back to my office, I would really want to set up a meeting with them so that I can hear what their challenges is. Tourism stakeholders, media, everyone present at the session today. I want to say good evening to all of you and those watching us. Today we are gathered here to launch the Adventure Racing World event, which will take place in the Sarah Baartman district next year. Now, Koga is part of the district. For those who don't know, Sarah Baartman has 7 municipalities, of which Koga is one. And we are supporting you to want to become the Adventure Municipality. The event will kick off a variety of tourism initiatives and activities across the district to market the event, which will in turn market the various tourism destinations in our district. And we have a lot of them. I have experienced it when I was at the tourism event in Cape Town, and we were asked there by international stakeholders, but why don't you package your tourism in the whole of the district? You have different of each and everything, from the Karoo to Koga. And that is part of what this adventure racing will be doing. People will be exposed to all what we have. Sarah Baartman is predominantly rural area, and one of our main economic drivers is tourism. This event will allow us our main economic drivers and the alleviating of poverty and job creation within our rural communities. As a municipality, we have Deputy Mayor committed 150,000 rand. It's a small contribution, but we do it very proudly towards this event and to ensure that we want to ensure that this event is well marketed and that it will be a success. And that is why we made that contribution. The tourism sector has been negatively affected by COVID-19 pandemic. We all know. For the past 2 years, this is a sector which have been mostly affected by tourism. But we hope now that most of the pandemic is not behind us, but at least we are free to move around, that we want to contribute towards the total revitalization of the tourism industry. The lack of tourism activities has resulted in the loss of income for thousands of people across the district. Therefore, we are excited to be able to host an event of this magnitude. We look forward to welcoming all the participants, as have been indicated here. We are inviting you, come enjoy and see the beauty which we have within our province and within this particular district and municipality. And organizers, spectators to the district next year. We want to invite you. I want to support the organizers. Come, you will never know what you missed when you see it. So with a few words, I pledge the support of the district to ensure that this event will be a success. Thank you very much to the organizers.
Thank you so much, Executive Mayor. I think with the backing of the area and the district, we can't go wrong. I now want to turn our attention to our beautiful hosts. They hosted us before, I think it was in 2017, for an Expedition Africa. They've hosted us for many smaller 100-kilometer, 24-hour races, please put your hands together for Mr. Dane Shaw, representing the Cape St. Francis Resort.
Evening, ladies and gents. I don't think there's much more that I can add to what everyone has said tonight. The excitement is definitely there. When Stefan was showing us the sneak peek earlier on of the route that you guys are going to be doing next year, it gave me goosebumps. In fact, when I say it again now, I get goosebumps. And I think that's because the adventure racing bug bit us back in 2017. We hosted the first 500k race, and since then we've been excited to host Stefan and Heidi with the shorter races, and we look very forward and are most privileged to be hosting and be a host sponsor next year in 2023 with the World Champs. Ladies and gents, as Stefan also said, it's not just a race, it's a destination, and we look forward to welcoming everyone there to our resort village, and we will make sure that we look after everyone that's staying with us and that are staying in the Greater St. Francis and Cocha areas. So without further ado, we look forward to welcoming you. Thank you.
Okie dokes. Now comes the fun part of cutting the ribbon, but before that, let's just make sure everyone's alive still. When I say world, you say champs. World? Champs! World? Champs! When I say south, you say Africa. South? Africa! South? Africa! South Africa world champs, come on! Yes. Okay, can I get all the sponsors, all the dignitaries, all the executive mayors, deputy executive mayors, everyone, please, we're going to cut the ribbon. Come join us up on the stage or up in front. Please don't be shy. This signifies the official cutting, the launch, the opening. And from here, we shall celebrate together tonight. And we'll celebrate as Stefan puts his beautiful route together and ultimately race it in 2023. You guys must be in the middle. There you go. There you go. Let's pull it nice and tight, eh?
Is it fine here?
We need to make people. Yeah. So everybody to move over a little bit more this way. Joining us in person, live tonight. Please, the bar's open. Make sure you have a few toots, but if you're driving, not too many or any. Yes, we look forward to welcoming the world to South Africa.
We're looking forward to entries opening later this year in November. Thank you from me and the entire team on this side. I wish you safe travels. I wish you good luck. I wish people hard training for those that are going to compete. Farewell, good night.
What sound is that? No swear words. Alright, we're here with Don Sims, adventure racing legend in South Africa and around the world. He's completed 10 Expedition Africas. Don, the first question that comes to mind is, are you coming back for number 11?
Oh, hell yes. I'll definitely be back. There's no ways you can't. Expedition Africa having world champs in South Africa. I think the guys that have put themselves in early retirement are all coming back out of the woodwork after this announcement here this evening. It's going to happen.
Now, you've known Stefan for a long time, you used to race with him. What are your thoughts on the course coming back to an area? You know, will he find something new? Tell us what you really think.
I think Stefan will always find something new. Expedition Africa 2011 was closer to my hometown, and I thought, he's not going to show me anything I haven't seen. I think 90% of the race I was in areas that I've never seen, and I've lived there my whole life. So what I think he's going to put together here is going to be something special for everyone. So absolutely, Stefan will pull something out the bag.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Don.
Good stuff.
Alright, we are here with our promo videographer, adventure sports videographer, Sven Musica. Sven, you spent 5 days with Heidi and Stefan. Without giving away too much, what can we look forward to?
Long distance. But one thing that's amazing about the route, it covers 5 biomes. So you're getting so much variety all in one race. And I think that's maybe going to help a bit with the mental sort of, just a mental boost for some of the athletes. It's not the same consistent look the whole time. I mean, the distance is crazy, so you're covering almost like most of the Eastern Cape. And then with the 5 biomes, it's just incredible how you actually go through from one to the other. It's not going to be easy, but that's obviously the distance that probably, but you guys, that's what you guys are into, that's what you guys love. It's just the whole different variety of racing.
You've never worked with Heidi and Stefan before. In a sentence, sum up the experience.
It's been good fun, I must say. It's been we've had some incredible laughs along the way. We've got the lekker spirit of South Africa on the route, and obviously I've been friends with them on Facebook, but actually meeting them in the flesh and spending 5 days on the route with them. It's just one good experience after another, and the passion that they actually have for the area and the people and the safety is actually been incredible for me to actually see firsthand.
All right, Sven, you've given us more than one sentence there, but you're known for going above and beyond. Thanks so much, man. We'll see you around.
Thanks.
What's that?
That's the one in backup.
No, but Byron. Byron. I am the alarm guy, but I just need to get to my sound guy who ran away from me without showing that. My host was stolen. Byron, you got a second cam.
I've never seen yaks look so clean, man.
All right, we're here with local, I think, Zane Smell. He's, are you a local?
Sort of, just down the coast, yeah.
Just down the coast. Zane, you're part of Trans-Baviance. The Baviance is a section in the Eastern Cape. It was used in the last race. Tell us a little bit about the area and what we can potentially expect.
Yeah, well, it's the biggest wilderness area in South Africa, actually. Not a lot of people know that. So the vast majority of this landscape, the Baviance Kloof, is amazing. And the wild animals, the mountainscapes, you've got two mountain ranges, mainly Kocha and Baviance. And it's a special place, obviously special to my heart. And I'm quite keen to see what Stefan gives us. I'll definitely be on the start line for this race.
Well, speaking of the start line for this race, you just finished Expedition Africa Lesotho. Generally, people are a little bit fatigued. They might not want to race again so quickly. Are you pumped? Are you excited?
Definitely still had quite a bit of fatigue after Lesotho, but you know as well, like when you get back from a race, that stoke levels are quite high, and super excited to get back on the saddle, so to speak, to race again. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Zane. Thanks so much, man.
Cheers, dude.
It's the last PC point now.
All right, we're here with South African adventure racing legend John Collins. John, part of Painted Wolf a couple of years ago, and you've made your comeback after your last World Champs to join Merrill Songlines. What are your thoughts on the event and how excited are you?
Well, I'm super excited to hear the news that is coming here. It's just, it's a coastal area, and we live 300-400 kilometers up the coast, so we're familiar with the type of terrain. But yeah, super excited to have it here. Nice to have it on our own doorstep, just for training, logistics, and just to be in Africa.
You're involved in events and in tourism and have a passion for adventure racing. What does it mean for South Africa to host a World Champs?
Well, this is huge. This is a showcase. This is a showcase for the area. I mean, it's a visual showcase, a visual spectacular event. Just to show all the terrains from the mountainous areas up north of the Eastern Cape down to the coast. Yeah, it's just a fun event to showcase this area. Yeah.
Merrill Songlines is lined up for Paraguay World Champs. Is it too soon to start to think about Eastern Cape Kocha World Champs?
Personally, it is a little bit too soon. One thing at a time. Paraguay is a big thing for us. But yeah, it's I mean, this time next year it's full gas. It's full gas for World Champs for us. Yeah.
Awesome, John. Thanks so much for your time, man. Appreciate it.
Hi guys, I hope you can hear me. I just want to say from our side, thank you so much. This is the night. It's finally happening. The launch is here. Now we can continue with organizing the event. And we just want to say thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting us over these years. I don't know if you can hear, I've got the marimba band going this side. We've got the other live band at this side. Our friends are having a drink, having something to eat. I thank Lombardini Game Farm for supporting us. Thank all our sponsors for taking this journey with us. And yes, from my side, from Africa, get yourself ready. Plan your trip for next year. Bring your family. This is a wonderful destination for everybody, as I said before. And yes, join us here. We have sunsets, sunrises like you've never seen anywhere else in the world. So from my side, I'm saying thank you, and I'll see you at the next race. Love.